Savage Squad, Trouble Team, Balls Life West Coast, and Balls Life East Coast. Long ago, these 4 streetball teams lived together in chaos. Then, everything changed when the Savage Squad fell apart. Only Crswht, enemy of all 4 streetball teams, could stop this, but when the team needed him most, he vanished. A couple days passed and a new streetball team assembled out of the ashes, a group of maniacs named the Hooligans. And although this team all played like they had criminal records, they had a lot to learn before they knew if they could actually get along. But I believed that this team would fall apart too. But first, run that intro.
Put it on my soul, don't want no handouts, I'll do it on my own. Troubled as a teen, skipping class like they songs. I get down to my last, then I'm running in your own. Mine's blowing on my phone, trying to see where I'm at.
Alright y'all, so before we get into this video, I just want to first thank y'all for 53,000 subscribers. It's really hard to balance making these videos, being that I'm a full-time college student, so all the support on this channel really keeps me going. If you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We're on the road to that 55k subscriber mark now. And let me run a quick disclaimer so I don't get pushed down the flight of stairs in the comment section. All information I stated in this video is from YouTube videos and articles that I gathered online. Do not take what I stated in this video as law. I'm literally just a dude, so obviously it would be impossible for me to know everything that's going on behind the scenes. I just try my absolute best to put all the pieces together based on what's pushed out to the public. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. Man, it's been a minute since I covered the streetball beef, but oh my god, so much has happened. But in order to give a quick gist for today's storyline, streetballer named Nick Briz had a streetball team named the Savage Squad, which was made up of 5 players: Nick Briz, Carlos, Chauncey, Iman, who to this day is still in his car, smoking a blunt, with his hoodie on, and not saying a word for 5 years. And of course, Crswht. Crswht ended up leaving the Savage Squad because he claimed that Nick Briz wasn't paying him enough money. This was a whole fiasco and it really shook the whole streetball world. Once Chris left the Savage Squad, he scavenged New York to find the most maniac people he could find. And then he created his own streetball team called the Hooligans. And he promised that he would not be such a horrible leader as Nick was, specifically with money. Besides Chris, who was known for eating raw fish that he grabbed out of lakes with his mouth, this team consisted of 4 members: Greg Helt, who was a semi-pro basketball player, JJ Moore, who played for the NBA G League, Tommy Handles, who was an above-average LA Fitness hooper, and Durag Debo, who I honestly have no clue what he did. I'm pretty sure he was just a guy who wore a durag all the time. Bruh. Well, we finished a couple months of this team forming. This team as well fell apart. And we're gonna find out how right now. April 9th, 2022. Greg goes on Instagram Live with Carlos from the Savage Squad. The same Carlos who was Chris's ex-teammate. So if you can't tell, this is the streetball equivalent of treason. Carlos and Greg seem cool with each other, and Carlos even invites Greg and Chris to a 5v5 game. However, he claims that he understands if Chris doesn't want to come, or even if Greg refuses his offer because he's Chris's friend. However, Greg makes it known that the beef between Chris and Nick doesn't involve him at all.
If you want to do the 1s or if you want to do the 5s, if you want to do it, I understand if you Chris's boy and I know Chris too. Everybody's over here saying that I'm against Chris. Like, listen, I got nothing against Chris. But the thing is, I don't know why do I gotta be involved between him and Nick.
The beef between him and Nick is between him and Nick. Like, I could care less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This encounter between Greg and Carlos may seem harmless or irrelevant, but it'll play a huge part in the beef between him and Chris later on, so keep it in mind. The last thing Chris wants is for one of his friends to be cool with someone that he hates. Think of Chris and Nick Briz like a toxic relationship that just broke up. Whenever a toxic relationship breaks up, usually one side starts telling all their friends to stop talking to the other side, or else they're a traitor. That's exactly what's going on between these two. However, they obviously just weren't in a relationship. Do not go too far with that. Do not think too far with that. Fast forward all the way to March, and the Balls Life West Coast squad announces that they'll be playing against the Hooligans. Out of nowhere, despite all this marketing, Crswht begins to show signs and hints that the game might be cancelled. He claims that Balls Life threatened to call the police on him if he showed up to the park, and he also claims that Balls Life was trying to pay Chris's teammates to play without him, which is extremely shady.
Today, I will not be at the event with Balls Life West Coast. I will no longer be doing anything that has to do with Ball's life. We had an agreement on how we were supposed to do the business. He switched it up. Once it switched up, it was a problem. I thought we resolved it. He then proceeded to go around my back and offer my players money to play without me. I'm not a person to ever tell somebody, hey, don't go get some money. I won't be there.
Homies talking about police.
Meanwhile, while Chris was growling and having an ethical breakdown, Greg Held was casually on Instagram Live with a member of Balls Life's West Coast team named Kenny Dobbs. He obviously couldn't give two craps about what Crswht was ranting about.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you do your thing, man. For real.
Man, you already know the vibes, man. I appreciate it, man. You know, I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for what God has in store for me, man. So
the game eventually happened between the two teams, and the Hooligans lost severely. RIP. So after the game was over and the Hooligans got spanked, Greg decided to go and have dinner with the Balls Life team. Now, obviously Greg is a grown man who can make his own decisions, and the fact that he lost the streetball game shouldn't be a reason why he can't go out and make some new friends. But Chris absolutely hated that Greg did this, and he was so angry that he went on Instagram Live to rant about it. He even makes an accusation that Greg got paid by Balls Life to play like trash and miss wide open shots.
How did Greg have dinner with him? I don't know. That's something you gotta ask him, bro. He's celebrating. The question is, what was he celebrating? I don't know. A lot of things going on behind the scenes, pretty clear. Come play against the real hooligans, not the dudes you paid to let you shoot wide open threes.
April 4th, 2022. Greg officially announces that he left the Hooligans. He claims that he has no problems with Chris, and he only left to focus on his own basketball journey.
But yeah, man, I'm just kind of just focused on my own thing, man. It's no bad blood, bro. I don't wish no bad on Chris or nothing, bro. I wish him all the success in the world, bro. That's not what God had lined up for me, you know what I'm saying?
After this Instagram Live, Chris doesn't say anything for a couple days. It seems like they're both just trying to be as professional as possible about this whole situation and keep everything low key. April 7th, 2022. After this goes down, Greg claims that Chris was only paying for their accommodations, food, and the trip. They were not on salary. This is the very first time that the public knew that Chris wasn't paying his players for the videos. Chris doesn't even pay his camera crew, which is kind of ironic because, you know, that's exactly what he accused Nick of doing. You feel me?
On my dead granddad, I didn't get paid.
So you didn't get paid?
No, we got paid for the trip. That's it. Like he paid for the flights. He paid for the hotel. That's all. That's it. I didn't get
That told me he paid for y'all. Nigga.
No.
Tommy got paid. You got paid. They got
no money. It's not even that he's broke, because he's not. He just didn't pay. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, everybody can connect the dots, bro.
He don't pay camera people, bro. He don't pay other
other
shit, dog.
I'm already knowing.
Allegedly, Chris joined his Instagram Live and commented that he did a ton of things for the team. Chris also claimed that he did in fact pay Greg, and whenever his bag got bigger, he was gonna pay Greg more. Right after this Instagram Live, Chris then hops on his own Instagram Live to respond to Greg. He says that he was putting Greg in a position to win and build his own brand, and he also denies what Greg said about not getting paid. He also gives a story that in one of Devontae Friga's streetball events where the Hooligans won $50,000, he kept the biggest portion of the money because he has a platform, but he paid everyone else fairly.
You're a part of this team. I'm putting you in position to be successful. Not from me, but from you. If we ever fall out, you good. You got your own and I was giving him bread. I'm not a piggy bank, bro. I ain't keep the whole bag from that freaking game. Kept the lion's share, of course. Who else has a platform here? Nobody on my team has a platform. I paid everybody. Everybody got bread from the game. Even Devo made money from the game. I'm over here trying to put people on and put them in position to win without me. You can only do so much for people, bro.
Chris later invites Tommy Handles, another member of the Hooligans, to the live and confirms with Tommy that Chris paid everyone. I'm not gonna lie though, Tommy was kind of just being a yes man, so.
Hey Tommy, you get paid?
Always get paid. Always, every time.
Sometimes they don't be astronomical amounts, but you get paid though.
Facts.
It depends on whatever I make, I do it accordingly.
Later, Greg joins Chris's Instagram Live, and they talk about the situation. Chris explains that the real reason why he didn't fully play Greg in the Friga game was because Greg stabbed him in the back because he was DMing Nick Briz and going on a live stream with Carlos. Remember that clip from the beginning? Yeah. Months later, Chris still remembered that. He then spazzes on Greg and says that he pulled him out the mud, and that if things popped off, Greg was supposed to have his back. He also blamed Greg for burning the bridge between him and Ball's life. The entire live, Greg is just taking all this, while Chris is just yelling like he's at therapy.
Whenever the bag was up, I showed you analytics. Everybody got paid, got their percentage. right? When the bag started getting lower, I made it clear. I said, yo, the video's only making this much. I can't pay for everybody to pop out and feed their pockets.
My whole issue was the Freaka game. You said that you had 15. You ended up getting 25. I got paid $1,000 for that game. Regardless, I didn't perform. Yeah, you absolutely right. But I got paid $1,000 out of that when the losing team got $2,200 apiece.
All right, so since we doing that, Greg, since we doing this internet shit, right? Let's speak on the real reason why I got like that, right? Let's speak on the real reason why I gave you a ban. Why did I give you a ban, Greg?
Why'd you give me a ban? I don't know. You riddle me that.
Because you stabbed me in my back, bro.
Bro, because I went on a live and I let
No,
Carlos
because you're DMing Nick, telling people that you don't have problems with them. That my problem, not your problem. When I grabbed you out the mud, Nick was never gonna grab you out the mud, bro. He's supposed to be my brother. He's supposed to be my dog. I put clothes on your back.
Your beef with Nick was between you and Nick, not me.
And that's why you're not a hooligan.
I didn't say that your problems were mine. I said that your beef.
Come on, homie. You putting that shit in the air, bro. You doing dumbass, lame ass internet shit right now, bro. You doing that. The fact is, you stabbed me in my back and you were supposed to be my bro. I'll never tell me with your op and tell your op that your problems ain't my problems. Ever.
When you started the Hoolies, I quit everything for you, bruh. My job.
What does that have to do with it? What are we talking about? I'm talking about the fact that you sliding that dude's op, my op shit, talking about how their problems is not my problems.
I didn't say that your problems wasn't mine.
That's exactly what you said. It's on live, it's in 4K. Bro was supposed to be my dog. He spun on me for a couple dollars, and some people he don't even know that was really people I don't jack. Shit is whack, bro. April 8th, 2022. So after Chris is finishing punching trees outside, Greg goes on Instagram Live to defend himself. Greg also clarifies that the only thing Nick Briz told him was him being supportive, and the only thing Greg said back was I appreciate it, and that Chris was just being overdramatic.
Boy, didn't nobody stab you in the back, bruh? Because I hopped on a live and Carlos hopped in? Wasn't nobody talking about doing no video with Carlos, bruh? You talking about when the bag got bigger, I got paid? No, I did not, bruh. I quit everything to come out there and hoop with the Hoolies, bruh. Quit everything, my job and everything. You can ask my wife, bruh. Anything that me and Nick was talking about was him saying that he's supporting me and that he's rooting for me. That's all that Nick was saying in the inbox. And I was just telling him I appreciate it. That's it.
Immediately after this, Crswht then returns from the woods and hops on Instagram Live to fire back on Greg. He states the differences from what Nick did and what he did, and like a million more things. He even gets as petty as saying that Greg isn't good at basketball, and that every time he edits the videos, he has to edit out all of Greg's misses and air balls, so he doesn't look bad on camera.
First of all, I took care of all my flights, my hotels. I paid for everything myself to go be a part of everything that we did. I think Nick got me like 1 or 2 flights. He was also paying people to chat in my ear to start confrontation for his channel and risking my freedom. There's a very, very big difference here in what's going on with this dude, Greg, what Nick did with me. Very, very big difference, bro. If you want to make your money, go make videos, bro. Go make videos. You got a channel monetized, bro. If you're so worried about money, build your channel, bro. Go. Reality is, all the misses and all the air balls and the 2 for 19 videos that I've edited so you don't look bad, all right? Once people start to really see what's going on, they're going to realize what's really going on. But he's really not that great. He has good days. He's a streak shooter. But I beat him every time I play him, so I showed him love. I tried to put him on. I thought he was a friend. Dude is not a friend. April 16th, 2021. Crswht goes on the Peer-to-Peer podcast, hosted by Agent 00 and Low. He talks about how his entire team have excluded themselves from him and that he's gonna go hire new Hooligans members.
Public service announcement. There are some new Hooligans that are lit, pulling up, and we are about to be outside.
There you go. May 9th, 2022. Almost back to back, every single member of the Hooligans team leaves the squad. Tommy Handle states that he's leaving in a YouTube video.
Am I still a hooligan? And your answer is no, I am no longer a hooligan. Taking a step away from that, and I'm gonna start doing my own content by myself.
Durag Debo leaves the Hooligans on the Instagram story, but I don't think that he was really doing anything anyway. And JJ Moore leaves to join the G League. At the end of this day, all members of the original Hooligans team have officially left. The original Hooligans team is officially over. And Crswht is forced to find some new maniacs. The street ball world is crazy, and I have no clue how this will turn out. I guess time will just have to tell. And this leads us to where we are now. At the time that I'm recording this video, Chris is the only original member of the Hooligans team that's still left standing, and he's still grinding hard on YouTube to become the biggest streetball player out there. Greg, however, is on his own streetball path, and you can currently find him posting his own Crswht videos and traveling the world playing competition. Tommy is currently on his own grind as well, and he seems to be much happier than the other members. I have absolutely zero clue what Durag Debo is doing, and JJ Moore is living it up in the NBA G League, chasing his real NBA dreams. I wonder in 5 years, who will be the most successful out of this team? I don't know, but only time will tell. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think about the situation in the comment section down below. Do you side with Crswht, or do you side with Greg? Do you think Chris should have been paying his players more? Or do you think that Greg should have been thankful for the opportunity? Also, do you think that Chris is being a hypocrite because of how similar this was to Nick Briz? Or do you think that this is completely different? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video and enjoy documentary content, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We're on the road to a 50k subscriber mark now. And follow my Instagram @DocUpYT. We're trying to hit 2k followers on there as well. This has been another episode of Doc Up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Without further ado, I'm out. Peace!
Hey, my mama blew $100,000 in the 80s. Went back broke by the time that she had a baby. Tried to teach me lessons on how to get money and save it, but I ain't listen. I had to show up in the latest 10th grade, getting every Jordan release like they was payless. Now I'm grown, so it's foreign cars and diamonds to make them statements.